my God. What is it with these former presidents and doing something that is crazy? And it's the younger ones too. So Carter and the older Bush tend to stay to themselves and not really say anything to upset me or disappoint me. But I expect Bush to disappoint me, but Clinton is a little bit harder to swallow. The pill of his just action I don't approve of. So he was giving a speech, and it was interrupted by Black Lives Matter. A protester made mention, and I'm going to also note, a very sophisticated protester. They made mention of his wife's past comments about super predators, which was mostly used to refer to young African Americans, and just was a term of not endearment, but really of a dehumanizing nature, in my view. Now, to Clinton's credit, these comments were over 19 years ago, almost 20. I don't know the exact day of 1996 they were made, but the point is that they were not recent nor contemporary. That's to her credit. To his credit, he didn't say them. But the problem is that he is campaigning for her, and even though he is not the candidate, he still is faced with something that I think is pretty fair game. I think protest in general is fair game, provided it's regarding an issue that is benefiting of society. So really a way of seeking social change. Now, his just diffusion of this answer, his response was really to kind of dance around answering it in a way that actually would really appeal to the notion that he was the first black president, as he was often called during his presidency, which would lead me to interpret that he would say, oh, okay, well, you know what, she was wrong about saying that, and we don't agree with that anymore. It was something at the time that really we fell under, we agreed with, and we supported, or we believed in, and as a result, we said something that 20 years later we're not proud of. It was a bad moment on her part and on mine for not getting involved. I'm sorry. If he had said that, I would have had a field day. But he didn't. And if he doesn't want to respond to this in a way that's all right, or in my view, because see, my biggest problem with him, and this is for both of the Clintons, but especially him, only because the higher standard that I think most people hold for him, and even some conservatives will agree on the fact that there are a number of blacks who feel the need to support HRC, Hillary Clinton, because of their past support for Bill Clinton. Basically, she is benefiting from his supposed relationship with the African American community. And, well, first of all, I don't get how she can even claim that, and I really don't see how anyone still can defend him. His comments, and this is what just kills me even more. They always talk about Biden and his gaffes and the mistakes he makes in speaking. Look at the Clintons' mistakes in speaking. Go back to 2008 and watch that video where they asked Hillary Clinton, why are you still in this? Get out, leave. And she says, oh, remember Robert Kennedy was right up the ladder, and you saw what happened. And that, the implications for that, even though she wanted to deny it and Obama wanted to be fair about it, is that something will happen to him, he'll get assassinated too, and she'll benefit from that. That was the implication, and that was what most people I knew believed, and I think that was one of the two things that really signaled the end of her campaign. The other one, although earlier, was South Carolina, with Bill Clinton making this comment about Jesse Jackson in regards to Obama. Now, I don't believe the Clintons are racist. I think they are so just, and it's especially with Hillary Clinton, this thing of entitlement. that they don't seem to care what they say or how they say it, or really just think heavily about things. I stutter. I have long pauses. I can't speak consistently at every moment without a single breath. But I know most things I say I genuinely believe in or say with convictions. And I don't believe anything I've said has ever been racist in nature. I try my best to not discriminate against a particular group. Comments she made at those times were discriminatory. Sorry, dropped my phone. Were discriminatory towards blacks. There's no way of dancing around that. Now, to her credit, again, she's come out and said this is wrong. But him not defending her isn't making anything any better. In fact, it makes it worse because now you have on record the former president of the United States who won the black vote. Again, won the black, and so has she in South Carolina, won a majority of blacks. What was it, 70% of that electorate for that Democratic primary was black, and she won the majority of it. You know, I don't get it. I really don't understand it, and I'm not advocating leave the Democratic Party, join the Republicans, become the opposite. I'm not saying that at all, but what I am saying is that people who are supporters of her and have these fond memories of her husband, they really need to watch what's been going on over the last few years or so, because it's nothing to admire. It's nothing to hold to a higher level. And again, if you want some Democrats who actually went out of their way to do things for blacks, look at the Kennedy brothers, particularly JFK and RFK. You know, those were Democrats who actually went out and did things for people that were of minority. And I can't see how you have Clinton coming under that same party who hasn't even done a fourth of what they did, and is on track to be president. I don't get it with the black vote. That makes no sense to me, but whatever. Have a good day.